everybody. We conjure down to the weekend. It's time for us to have another great episode. Hey, today, this is the best 1 hour of your day where we're going to be talking about how you can increase your time wealth. Move away from being busy, having to be like Dr. Octopus, reaching here to manage this part of your business, reaching there to manage scheduling, reaching there to manage invoicing, reaching there to manage your products and services. We're going to talk about systems today. We're going to be talking about a special system that's our example for today in this 1 hour talk show with the music educator Jennifer Scott.
So yeah, basically, y'all know how we do it here. We're going to help you run your business. We're going to show you a new app if you're not familiar with it. And this is going to make a huge difference in your life. At least we believe it will.
All right. So again, this is a 1 hour talk show where we talk to you, our audience. Feel free to ask questions along the way. And of course, we're going to have two great giveaways, and we're going to have our plant-based treat. So stick and stay. As we say, let's go. Let's start the show with our real talk within topic design intro.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we let you into our life
live
every hump day. Bang, bang, woo, bang to Friday.
You know, we got ladies in the room today. Y'all.
That's Wednesday.
Thursday.
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And on this 1 hour talk show, we help to change your narrative of what you think it means to be normal about growing your health,
your business,
and your wealth.
Y'all, we got some good business stuff today. I say we give it to them. We've got a new app, but okay, Corey, I know you want to finish, but you know.
All I'm going to say is we got our fabulous guest. There's no exception to the fabulous guest rule. We got Miss Jennifer Scott, music educator, orchestra director extraordinaire, but she's also been a success at running her business with music education. We're going to bring her in.
Wait. Do we bring her in before we say hello to anybody? Because, you know, David Hunt been trying to be first, but he has not been. He finally got in there.
All right, David Hunty boy up there in Massachusetts.
All right.
David, this is a great episode for you. You'll love this app.
Yes, that's why I wanted to mention this, because the person coming in is an orchestra director, plays all kinds of instruments, directs a full orchestra, and then David Hunt is a pianist, a violinist, a guitarist. He plays a lot of instruments.
Okay,
he plays
the trumpet and the piano.
I might have made up the violin part, but anyways, he plays strings as well. So yes, Melissa Jane has already put in hashtag the home team. So make sure you all are doing that. You know, she's a business person as well, so she's gonna like this. She's doing the retirement series right now.
She was talking about creating a will last night, right?
Yeah. Speaking of retirement, my Renaissance grandma is chilling. But she's a business lady, so I'm sure she will also enjoy this. Okay, thank you, Philip Waldo Jr. for greeting everyone as they come in. Y'all know he's our favorite moderator.
WJ representing VA, two up, two down.
Yes. Now, Dr. Blue is here, Corey.
Yep, Dr. Brown Coat Blue is in the house.
Yes, Dr. Blue is here as well.
We should just call him Professor because
yeah.
Professor, because he knows something about everything.
He does. Like TWP Popcorn is in here.
TWP Popcorn in the house.
Using a lot of these different wealth building tips. You know, there was someone else on his channel that started their Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know Buy Me a Coffee is a full-fledged website. Ms. Scott, our orchestra director, is popping in now. Speaking of popcorn, TWP Popcorn. It was you, David. We already said you were actually first. So don't worry, you were actually first. Who was actually first? Black girls getting their shift together came in a little later than you, David, but don't worry, you were first. So should we bring in our guest? Thank you, Black girls getting their shift together. She says, Quita, you look lovely today.
All right, and again, I'm chopped liver according to Black girls getting their shit together.
Well, she does have the hashtag the home team, and we do have Gail at Night dropping all the links.
Hey, the moderator queen in the house.
Yes, Philip is shouting her out. Speaking of coffee, I say bring in Miss Scott because Gail has dropped the coffee link.
All right, so we're gonna bring Miss Jennifer Scott in to say hello and good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, so happy to see you here. Now, you've been here before, and let me make sure I don't do to you what I did to David Hunt, because I said he's a violinist, he's a guitar. I just added everything. How many instruments do you play? Because you're an orchestra director, and so don't you kind of have to know how to play everything in there?
You do. My main instruments are violin and viola. Those are the main instruments that I studied and played at ODU in the symphony. But I also can play cello, bass, harp, and piano.
Nice. Cello,
And
bass,
piano, right?
harp, piano. Yes.
Right.
Harp, because you teach harp. You don't just play harp. You also teach harp.
She teaches piano.
And you teach piano. And so a person like you with multiple business, say for example, Share with Love TV, she's a Nigerian, right? The Nigerians are the money people, but they also
what? You already up to Caribbeans. Remember Miss Scott, she got Caribbean parentage.
Oh, okay. So David Hunt is from Trinidad. And your parents are from where?
My mom is from Jamaica.
Okay, so you're Jamaican. Okay, anyways. So the Caribbeans are winning, but Share with Love TV is a Nigerian. Multiple businesses like yourself, multiple talents, multiple skills. And so in order to navigate these, what you've done is you said, okay, I'll use Google Forms, I'll use Cash App, I'll use different things, I'll use email. You use several different platforms to run your businesses. But of course, you're also a school teacher. As far as an orchestra director, you do private lessons, you teach in the school system.
You're a performer in the symphony.
Okay, so yes. So in order to keep up with everything, people like Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together or Share with Love TV or David Hunt, who's asking, see how the musicians do? Show him the violin, please, Miss Scott.
You guys, the giveaway today is at the end. You get to name the violin. So stick and stay.
Yes. So thank you, Gail, for asking about the guest links, because I think your the only link that we're sharing today is your Cash App, because that is hashtag Jennifer Scott. But Gail is going to make it pretty, because this particular app that you're talking about, since you work so much in the community, we're going to see if we can get some help for you. Of course, David Hunt is so excited to see that violin. You're not going to hear one today, David. No, we're not going to play. I'm sorry. But Dr. Brenda.
Hey, little Ruby's day guest. So we tied up 2 Caribbeans, 2 Nigerians.
Yeah, she's also Nigerian.
Come through, Rambo. Come through, Lashes. Come through.
Yes, and thank you so much, little Ruby's Daycare Encounters. Dr. Brenda says, good morning. Here's to coffee for 2 on a Friday morning.
All right.
So my question though is, we regarding your Cash App, right? We're like, oh, you know what? Let's make sure we put that link in there, because you about to embark on a new app. That's one of the main things that we're going to talk about. It's basically a full-fledged website it's a system.
Business operation system.
Right. So that, Lord, okay, fine. We'll give y'all Panamanians a shout out. Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together.
That's Caribbean enough.
I know, right? Yes, you count as well. I know you don't have a harpoon, so we're going to just ignore David Hunt. She said harp, she teaches harp. But she is Jamaican, so I don't know, she might. Hey, Cassandra South Fulton Garden.
Hey.
We're going to go ahead and show this website that you're looking at using. And right now we're crowdsourcing for it, because this will revolutionize your business. Tell us a little bit about My Music Staff.
Absolutely. So My Music Staff is a great platform where if you're looking to help you organize your studio, you have lots of students, and you want to be able to communicate clearly about lesson times, recitals. It's all in one place. The reminders, emails, sign-ups can happen in there. There's ways that you can have practice resources in there. There's different music. It's just a great way of keeping everybody organized all in one location.
Okay, so when I click on marketing and business, it says this is a hosted website. So you don't have to be a web designer with a professional studio for this particular app. It's called My Music Staff. Mm-hmm. It does cost something. So that's where we're like, hey, y'all, if you have $1, Cash App Jennifer Scott, and it'll say Strings Lady, because you're the Strings Lady, right?
Yes, I'm Strings Lady. Got it.
So I know that today we're going to be going over student management, because it has all of those things that you talked about, a calendar system. And this means that I do want to ask you if this is for people that only teach music because it says invoicing, online payments, learning management. And I do want to hear more about that. We're going to get more into the learning management because that's where my question comes from. If you're not a music teacher, can you also use this? What kind of learning management do they offer? Because I know it says you can record detailed lesson notes, to keep track of what your students learn in their lessons and what they need to practice at home. You can email those notes directly to parents and students. And there's a student portal within this one system. So that's where I was asking about do you know if anyone that's not a music person is currently using My Music Staff?
Like Dr. Brenda, maybe Dr. Brenda she has a daycare that she's running. Maybe there's somebody
that's why I bring that up. She has a lot of parents that she's dealing with. Right. You deal with a lot of parents as well as adults. Mm-hmm. You deal with other staff. So go ahead and tell us about that.
I absolutely think other businesses can use it as well because it has so many different platforms with, a calendar and then the communication and a student portal where you can post different things. So I feel like it's not just limited to just music educators. I did find it in an educator forum online. So it could be for music. It could be for someone that has their daycare.
What about Chef Sharon? Because Chef Sharon, she has multiple different gigs that she'll get. She has different staff members. Mm-hmm. So let's say if she has 2 catering events in one day. So one day she might be working at a school, whereas it's like, okay, I have my regular stuff here working with my students and my staff here, but they aren't her staff, right?
One day she might be at a wedding, she might be catering a wedding reception, but her staff might have to go out and be at a retirement party.
Yes. And so she might need to communicate within there because you said you saw this on an educator's forum. So this way she could, help. It's basically a hosted website. She could invoice her clients at the different places. Do you know if there's a way? Because I know in here it says it has a multi-teacher function, which is part of the reason why you're like, look, I need somebody to help me. We need a platform because you work with different folks. Now, Crafty Mom Creations, for example, she's a carpenter. She does a bunch of different things, as you see by her name. And she's like, hey, the gang is back at it again. Mary Amade Poju, multiple businesses, right? So these folks are managing things and everybody's looking for systems. So that being said, if this says multi-teacher, does that mean you can pay your other teachers or your other teachers would be other educators within here? Do you know about that?
Yes, you can pay other teachers. So if you have someone that's under you and you want to give them a stipend or just a small payment, you can do that through the app, which I just think is amazing.
We payroll.
Right. That's why I didn't want to call it payroll yet until
I'm sorry. You can do honorarium gifting.
That's it. Honorarium, gifting, all of those kinds of things.
But you can do invoicing on this, so you can invoice your clients, so the clients can get an invoice and they can also pay through this portal as well.
Absolutely, and that's called My Music Staff. We're definitely going to share that. Mary Made Poju is excited. She's sharing all of this info. She's telling y'all to tell a friend, like and share, guys, share. So yes, this is good. Black Girls Getting Their Shift Together is chit-chatting with Cassandra's South Fulton Garden because everybody's always networking, right? Gina versus Gina is also a gardener. What?
We need a system, Gina. I know, Gina, but I don't want one, Gina. But you're going to get one today, Gina.
Yes, because Philip is saying, Gina, tell Gina I said what's good with you.
I got a question for Black Girls Getting Their Shit Together. When you get mad, do you go from Panamanian to Panamaniac?
You know what? Anyways, I do have one more question for you because we're only supposed to be saying hello to you right now, Ms. Scott. So Philip Waldo Jr., he says he accepts honorariums, right? So I know that for you, you're like, okay, I have to pay people. And sometimes you don't know necessarily if it's going to be a full payroll or what is happening, at this point. But within this system, My Music Staff, we can do that. This way, if you hire Philip as a drummer, because he plays drums, percussion, spoons, washboard, hand claps, and ham bone.
That's good to know. That's the ham bone.
So, right. So, ham bone.
He can play the armpit.
You know what? So this means that if we are, just giving people a one-off, we can pay them within this app, My Music Staff. All right, but like we said, my music staff does come with the cost, and you're working in the community. You're doing all of these things with students, teachers. Um, who else are you working with? You
Parents.
tell us, Miss Scott. Yeah, parents. Who else?
Parents. I work with a lot of the students with Norfolk Public Schools, and then just the community, the Ghent community, and Norfolk Public Schools. That's my main feeder right there.
And when we say work with, you organize things in and out of the school. So that this particular picture here was from this year's Strings Fever summer camp, because you head up the camp. But you also have to figure out a rehearsal space. These are the students when they were at the camp. You organize the field trips and all of these different things. The recital. You have other adults that help out with these things. So it's just a matter of a full-fledged system. There's one of the adults right there, one of the instructors this year that was assisting with the summer camp. Anything that you want to say with camp? How does this work for you as far as managing currently, how you manage the teachers, the parents, the students?
Absolutely. So this year we used a lot of flyers and sent them home to students. We emailed them out. We put a QR code on there so people can just use their phones and access signups, which is just perfect. You know, it's an easier way for people to just use their phones and use QR codes. Big fan of QR codes. And then we used Google Forms, and we had everybody sign up that way. And then sent reminders out via email to parents and students. And then we use a church that loves to support the community, Freemason Baptist Church. And that was our main setting for the camp. And then we just had a huge number this year, which was 34 students. So we were really excited to have such a big...
Wait. 34 compared to typically 15, 17, 13.
Yeah.
So it's like double.
It doubled.
Which means you had to double up on your system, because the system that you just described was the QR codes, having a community resource like the church, having email, having... What else did she mention? Or do you remember, Miss Scott? Flyers.
Yep. Can't do anything wrong with flyers. We use Remind as well.
So that was a separate app, the Remind app.
Remind is great. Remind is a great way to send like group text and just a simple, hey, don't forget, we start tomorrow at 5 p.m., things like that. So Remind is a great tool to use.
And you actually use Remind on 2 of the orchestra field trips. One went to the Kings Dominion theme park, and another one went to the water park this summer. And it was a great way when you're not like saying, racing around the park trying to find groups of people here and there. Just send out a text message to the group leads, the chaperones.
So I wonder if that sort of feature is within this particular app that we're talking about using today, which combines all of those systems. But that's worth exploring, because the whole point is there is a base price for this particular app that we're crowdsourcing sort of for today. Regardless of whether David Hump feels gypped for not hearing the violin, Healthy G Mom is here to support us. So, and she's sending out much love from California. Miriam is in California as well.
Yeah, she is. David, she just got her nails did. She can't fret. She can't do the proper finger motions on the piano. I mean, the violin with her getting her nails did.
Right. So I guess at the end of the day, all we want to say is, okay, you've told us about several different apps and tools. The Remind app, you've told us about Google Forms, which automatically gives you a spreadsheet as results. You've told us about my music staff. That's the one we're crowdsourcing for today, so that eventually, hopefully we can get more donations, because as you add users, it does cost per user. It looks like it has a simple price, but in order to manage the students, as well as the calendar and invoicing and online payments, you do have to start paying extra when you add extra adults and extra users, because as you scale and grow, this is a tool that you could use, but we got to pay for that scaling a little bit.
Should we let them know? Should Miss Scott be allowed to let the audience know who her favorite students are?
I think, you know what, because some of the other students might watch today, maybe not. We won't mention our children, but please be sure to click the like button, is what Gaelic Mike was reminding us of. Miss Scott, we are going to be doing the first place pony momentarily.
Okay.
Right now, we're gonna put you back in the green room to enjoy some virtual violin music.
Ooh.
To have some computer chips and salsa.
Re-up because
virtual vino.
no way, she's got to re-up because Mary Madi Poju is saying your guest is super smart and gorgeous at the same time. I'm here to learn from Miss Jennifer Scott. So yes, we will see you soon. Okay. All right. Corey, so far, so good. Lots of information here. Did we tell people she told people to click the like button.
Yeah, we gotta say this broadcast is powered by StreamYard and my viewer support by members like you. You can be down with the Blind Guy, His Wife, the Life Home Team by remembering to mash the button.
Thumbs up, everyone. Subscribe. Yes, like, share, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps for you to let other people know that you like this info. They might like it too. The more you like it, the more people, the more YouTube pushes out there so people don't have to search for this valuable content. You can also be down with the Blind Guy, His Wife, the Life Home Team by going to blindguyhiswife.com. When you get there, click the opportunities page because that's where you can get some great digital downloads, and also you can have an opportunity to earn up to 33% by becoming the ambassador. 33% of every download that you sell as an ambassador for our digital library goes right into your pocket so that you can fund your ground floor. That's what you want to do with it. Ooh, that's an investment tool that we've talked about. Or of course, you can take these opportunities. There are several affiliate opportunities there so that you can fund whatever you need. If you need to fund your child's summer camp, Lord, our internet is slow. Did we pay the bill? Anyways, yes, get it done, make it happen. Head on over to blindguyhiswife.com. It's scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen, I think. Oh, yes, it is. Right along with all of our sponsors. And don't forget, when you get there, make sure that you click the green coffee cup so she can say, what you doing? I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm fixing to do it like a violin in a bow, and I'm going to stir it like coffee. Click. You're ashamed of yourself. Oh, that was the worst rendition of a violin. I'm a human. Okay, so let's get back into what's happening on blindguyhiswife.com. People are in the chat. We got to bring Scott back in, told us about all these different apps, and she has to come in for the first place pony. So if you have not liked and shared, like Mary Madi Poju has said, please like and share. Make sure you do that. But she also has put into the chat hashtag the home team. So make sure that you get that in there as well. So, okay, good. We got all of our Nigerians in there. Woo, Share with Love TV, Mary Madi Pojo. And look at Philip. He says, them likes looking scarce today. Y'all, hit the like button. Bring it on up. We appreciate your help. All right, Corey. So head on over there. Click the green coffee cup. That's how you join the home team. All you have to do is boom. Oh, wait, I didn't click it. I'm trying to make sound effects and I'm like, boom, and it didn't happen. Yes, it opens the widget when you click the green coffee cup. You can choose 1 coffee, 3 coffees, 5 coffees, or Corey has been blind. He cannot see. His eyes don't work. That's why I talk so much, y'all. I got to read the comments so he can stay in the loop. He's been blind over 25 years. And so you can leave your name, say something nice. She's trying to blame her talking so much on me being blind. I think PWJ can attest to that was a fact that was already in existence long before. Hold on. See, Philip says your internet is on dial-up today, and I remember I told you it was jacking up. Gail says, is the video and audio messing up for anyone else? It's even messing up for us. Let me see what browser we're using. Okay, it looks like it's connected, but y'all just give a thumbs up and share. Maybe it's the algorithm. Thank you, Healthy G Mom. And Philip says it's making it look like we struggling. I'm on the struggle bus, definitely. All right, Corey, should we bring Miss Scott back in here for the first place? No, I say, you know what, y'all? We want you to eat fruits and vegetables at every single meal, not just breakfast or lunch or dinner. Healthy G Mom, go to her channel, y'all. She will not only help you to have a healthy business like Miss Scott today, because she gives all the tips and tricks on getting money on YouTube, but she also grows food and eats it. And she talks about different ways to stay healthy. So that's all we're trying to do, y'all. The only thing we want to do is keep you healthy, making sure that you get fruits and vegetables at every single meal simply because it's good for you. Makes you feel good, makes you look good, all of those good things. So, Corey, I say we give them a little bit more chocolate. There's some of that chocolate pudding. I say we give them a sneak peek because yesterday was chocolate day.
Yep.
And y'all just want to hear good news about your bad habits. So this is a good one. No, everybody does.
I know, it just sounded funny.
The doctors say that, Dr. Michael Greger. Hey, so I'm going to give y'all some good news about your bad habit. Here it is.
Easy 3-step chocolate pudding. Step 1, gather ingredients.
Avocados, cacao powder. I gave them too much, Corey. I gave them way more than just a sneak peek. But I say
Let's celebrate ride for the first place pony. Don't forget to hashtag the home team. Hashtag the home team.
Healthy G Mom has done that. Next Gen Investor TV. Make sure you hashtag the home
another
team.
Caribbean in the house.
Yes. Oh yeah. A whole another Caribbean. Well, you know what? We got a Canadian too. Hey, Thor Hayden Farm.
Hey, the mighty Thor.
Yes, he said, hope you guys are doing amazing and the gods have been smiling on you. Been so crazy busy. Yes, we know the life.
How's Loki the cow doing?
Exactly. Oh yeah. All right, Corey, let's get the first place pony. Miss Scott, come back in here.
Hey.
All right. So, Miss Scott, today we thank you for being our special guest. And we're talking about how people can grow their business. And part of growing their business is managing your wealth is getting your time back. And a lot of time is spent managing things. We're talking about systems that you use, but you manage a lot of musicians. So the different things that you do, and we've already gave some kind of insight about the emails and the flyers. But tell us about the different programs that you're running for the community as far as music education and how you're managing all these musicians.
Okay, so some of the programs that I manage are Harps on Fire. It ranges from students in 6th grade all the way up to seniors in high school. And for that one, I do a lot of recruiting at the school. So I talk to their directors, I make flyers again, send emails, and we also do the Google form and parents sign up for that. Mm-hmm. And then you guys already talked about Strings Fever Camp, which is we've had that now for about 7 years, and we talked about how we do the flyers for that. Yeah, and Google Forms. So we do a lot of communicating with a link with a Google form and Excel spreadsheet. I live by that.
Let me ask you this, because some people don't know like how exactly how this works with Google Sheets, and I'm going to share your form if that's okay. If I should not share the form that you sent out for your private students, let me know. Should I or should I not?
Oh, you're fine. Go for it.
All right. So this form is currently the 2022 fall piano and string lesson sign up, right?
Yeah.
So it has here, we can put our email in, our string piano student's first and last name, the parent and guardian name. Now you created this in Google Forms, and it has all the time slots here, like Monday, the Thursday and Monday. And because you said these are the second choice. So people have to do a first choice and a second choice. That way on the back end for you, if somebody chooses a Monday at 6:30,
mm-hmm.
and here they choose a Monday at 6, that's their first and second choice. But once they submit this form, it goes to, for you on the back end, you see a spreadsheet.
Correct.
And it automatically organizes.
Mm-hmm.
Does it organize them any particular way by the time does it organize them so that you just see, okay, this parent's name by the time slots, or do you have to do any reordering? Do you have to do any functions, or can you add functions as well?
Yep, you can add categories later, and it'll add that information later. But it puts everything in a column. So it'll have the first name, the last name, the day and the time, their first choice and second choice. So it just makes it a lot easier to have everybody on one page. And then you can organize it from there about which time each student. It makes it a lot simpler. And then you can go back and you can add, the student has done their payment on this day, or they're paying monthly and things like that. So you can add in and then print it off and you have a copy, or you can always go back to that spreadsheet.
And you can access that because the everyday life of an OCD chick.
Hot dishes in the house.
Hot dish, yes. So she's a person that has children. She has dogs. She has a husband. She has a garden, right? And she works. So the whole point is all of this is work. This is a way to organize just about anything. So let's say if she wants to organize what she's planted, she could put it on a sheet. She could click the buttons for herself, or people that she's offering consultations to, she can send this form out. Or she can track, who she's consulted or whatever. But the point is on the back end, it automatically gives her a spreadsheet so that she can keep track of all of the fruits and vegetables. Because like Healthy G Mom says, yes, fruits and vegetables are good for you. Now, this is a useful tool then, the Google form, so that if we don't have a full system, it's a good system to get started with. And even if we're not up to speed on sheets, because I don't do formulas as well, but this is a way that we can use it even without the formula. Yeah. I have a question for you. Do you sing as well? That's what Philip is asking. Does Jennifer sing as well? They're trying to get you to do something. If you're not going to play the violin or the harp, they're like, look, thank you, my Renaissance grandma. We're about to put in for the first place pony. So thank you for that hashtag, the home team. Look, everyday life of an OCD chick. She said, yeah, all that. She's doing all of those things, right? That's her life that I just described. So do you sing?
And she thugging.
I tell my students I have the sing in the shower type voice. So no, I'm not on stage, sing it. No, but I have the, I can hold a key and sing notes for my students. But no, I'm not a singer. I cannot claim that.
Okay, no problem.
No,
no problem. We got it. Any other questions you want to ask her, Corey, before we get into the first place pony? Now, keep in mind, you all can ask us questions as well, because we've told you all that today, in addition to these different Google products that work great, that Jennifer's blown up, right? She's moving on to bigger things. She's got a staff of other teachers and whatnot, and she's looking at moving to my music staff.
So the question I have is just to put it in perspective. I know we talked about the camp, but in the course of a year, how many students do you see outside of the students that you have for your regular 9-to-5 job as an orchestra teacher in the schools? How many students do you see?
Hold on, I sing in my truck. The wind and tires help cover up my voice. That's Thornhaven. And Nikki was like, yeah, shower only voice. I know that's right. Miriam said, yes, so. We're all laughing because we know about that. But anyways, go ahead, Corey.
So how many students do you see outside of your 9-to-5?
I have about 12 students that I teach privately.
Mm-hmm. And you see 12 students, so imagine 12 students, and then plus, and you said 34 students in the orchestra camp?
Yeah, we had 34 students in the orchestra camp, yes.
But that does not include
the harps camp. What about the harps?
Yeah, the harps camp, because these are all the private things you're asking about.
Right.
Okay.
In harps, there's about 12 students. And then in my previous orchestra program, we had over like 175, 180 students. So it's pretty busy.
Yeah, that's a lot of students and a lot of parents.
Wait, but that does not include the regular orchestra, because right. During the year, you are an orchestra instructor teaching a full orchestra music all year long.
Yes.
Regular lessons and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is in your head? Is your head like super organized? Do you think it's the music that helps you to do all of this? Because they say music makes you smarter. And you're always so sweet. You're happy. You're smiling. And I don't know how you don't kill or yell at the kids, but you do so well.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I do a lot of breathing techniques, take a moment and just do those yoga moments to get me together. But, I love what I do. So it really helps me manage all these things. And I just love, seeing children grow, and we just have a great time together. So I love teaching music and inspiring them.
I know it's funny because I asked my daughters, I said, what does it look like when this guy gets mad? And they're like, we don't know.
Yeah.
we can't tell when she's mad.
There's no such thing. Yes. So this is a good thing. Okay. So are we ready for the first place pony? Because people have been putting in hashtag the home team. Audrey's Living Life. Make sure you get it in there. That's Audrey Willis. You know she got a channel now.
Okay, all right, Audrey.
Yeah, so Audrey's Living Life. These
Don't
probably
forget to start your Buy Me a Coffee page, Audrey.
Yeah, definitely. And some of these tips might be things you all can use, because for those of us that haven't blown up yet, like Miss Scott teaching harps courses, harps lessons. Y'all, she plays the harp and she teaches harp
Instruction.
Yeah. For those of us that haven't blown up like Jennifer yet, and we are not teaching students at a camp, managing other instructors, managing field trips, for those of us that haven't blown up like her and teaching private lessons, plus directing a full orchestra, we can all get in on this. So thank you for putting in hashtag the home team. I think we're ready. Oh, wait a minute. Jennifer has an exact match of I love her nails match her blouse. He's like, oh, she hooking it up. Philip.
Okay. Now, Philip, I gotta ask you some questions now. I'll call you after the show is over to ask you why are you paying attention to fingernail polish and blouses.
Well, you know what? Guys, pay attention to those two things. So anyways, and for all the single men out there, Miss Scott is thick in the waist, cute in the face. Y'all. Oh, I can't do that part. Okay. She got her nails on. I thought we were on the beauty kit. Anyways, let's get into first place pony. Everybody has put in their hashtag the home team. So how are we doing this, Corey?
Miss Scott, I'm gonna make the horse race announcement. When I say bring, you're gonna say and they're off, okay?
Okay, got it.
Right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another run of the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life Live. First place pony derby. All the jockeys are mounted behind the gate and ready to ride. Miss Scott, what do you say when one of your musicians starts squeaking and not playing the right notes? Bring!
And they're off.
I'm just living life. Phil Waldo Jr., Brown Coat, Dr. Brown Coat Blue, Professor Blue, Everyday Life, Lisa Jane, Jennifer Virginia, Everyday Life, David Hunt, TWP Popcorn, The Everyday Life, she did. Black girls getting their shift together.
The Panamaniac has come right in on her Nicaraguan thoroughbred and won the race.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Nikki was cheering over there saying, go, go, go. And, Philip didn't know if you could play I Ain't Mad at You on the harp, but can you? Tell us. You're pretty talented.
Now, here's another little tidbit.
Wait, that's the question.
Here's another little tidbit, because Miss Scott and I, we went to university together, ODU.
Oh, so that's true. I do
recall her playing, it seems like I recall you playing some hip hop on that violin. So go ahead, tell me.
Audrey's Living Life says it's a beautiful instrument. The sound alone will keep you zen. So can you play I Ain't Mad at You?
Not right now,
but are you able to?
I'm sure I could figure it out by ear, like the main chorus. Sure.
Okay, nice. Well, everybody is congratulating Black girls getting their shift together. My Renaissance grandma, Mary Made Poju, Share with Love TV, Melissa Jane, The Everyday Life of an Octish, Lord, David Hunt, your fellow musician. He says it's
rigged.
He put bio riggling, right, instead of violin. He done put rigged in the middle. Anyways, because Philip knew he was going to say that. Congratulations from Audrey's Living Life. She loves that name, so she's excited. Everybody's excited. Can you join everyone and please congratulate Black girls getting their shift together on winning first place pony?
Just say it slow.
Oh yeah, because you have to say her name slowly, or it sounds like something else. So go ahead, Miss Scott. Go ahead.
And me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Congratulations, Black girls getting their shift together.
There we go. We got it in there.
Miss Scott, we're gonna pop you back into the virtual green room as we take a coffee break before we bring you back in for the rest of your interview. Okay?
Okay.
All right. See you soon. Cassandra South Fulton Garden is still congratulating her, as well as, Lord, I didn't even take the lady out because everybody's congratulating her. You see, it's so much fun in here. Gail at Night has dropped her link because Black girls getting their shift together does have an amazing channel. It's a great resource. So this way, if you're looking for any of those sort of breathing techniques that Jennifer Scott is talking about, she has a lot of different therapists who have so many different useful tools to get through this life. So Corey, as they all chatted up with each other, Melissa Jane is saying, hey lady, to Octish, how do we get into our coffee break so that we can thank our sponsors for making these episodes happen?
And again, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us to Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. We're here for you every Wednesday.
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we're here to change the narrative of normal when it comes to your health,
Your business,
and your wealth. And we do that with the help of great content, great guests that are all powered by our sponsor. This coffee break thanks those sponsors by saying this broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following unneeded sponsors.
all right. So that means with these sponsors, when I play them, Corey, the music is down. We are going to be quiet, sort of. And you're saying that when I play them, they will be unmuted, but loud enough. It's like, do I need? Okay.
For everyone to hear, so that we can see who's chosen us to put their weight and their support behind, because they believe in the content and appreciate the content.
How about our internet is so jacked up? You know what? Maybe it's gonna work.
It's the janky net.
Oh, it's working.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University. Supreme sponsor, JDWR. Check out his YouTube channel. Supreme sponsor, Black Heights, advancing your career. Check out his YouTube channel. Supreme sponsor, Trash Can Waves. Check out his YouTube channel. Supreme sponsor, Black Brand, Resource Accelerator. You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All right, we are back.
Well, guys, it's time to bring Miss Jennifer Scott back as we count you down to the weekend, but I got to do it with a formal introduction. I haven't done one of these in a while, seems like.
Oh, I know. You know what? Philip says he was keeping up with that bass line from the music in the background. I thought I turned it down because there's always something. Look, the everyday life of an OCD chick says she is getting her shift together today. I think that means she's going to head on over there. Oh, you know what? The music wasn't down. Good grief. Y'all, we have so many technical difficulties. That's what makes, I know, that's what makes the live show so fun. You see it all. And you know what? I want to make sure that we have, I dropped the correct link for Jennifer's Cash App. Yeah. Go ahead, Corey. You do the introduction and we'll see what happens.
Today's fabulous guest is no exception to the fabulous guest rule. When it comes to managing different parts of her business, her music education business, she has more arms going in more directions than Dr. Octopus himself. When it comes to being a fabulous musician herself, when I say she could play up a storm, she could play up a hurricane, a blizzard, a tornado, and a typhoon all at the same time to make Storm from X-Men bow down. When it comes to putting out musical notes, this woman can outplay Freddie Mercury from Queen. She can outplay Beethoven. She can outplay Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
She is good.
She can outplay what's that guy's name? Yo-Yo Ma. She can outplay all them cats. She is a better musician. Look, Puffy tried to get her to play tracks on his music when Biggie was still out. That's how bad this sister is. It's time for today's featured guest. It's none other than the musician, educator, businesswoman extraordinaire, Jennifer Scott. Come down, violin selector.
She come back in dancing because, you know, David Hunt was like, yo, ma. Like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Now, the Love and Live show is here, hanging out, watching, enjoying this. We know that you got your nails done, and it's a little difficult playing with longer nails, right? Because, you know, David Hunt, he's a musician. He says, I think that the thumbnail is misleading. It's false advertising. We want the violin.
I did play in my first interview with Blind Guy. So if you look back for that interview, you'll see me playing. I have no nails on and it sounds beautiful.
See, so for him and Philip, you know, that's it. Okay. So Miriam is enjoying this. What's your question?
Here's an off the wall question, Miss Scott. Now you play the cello and the bass, right?
I do.
Now,
and she's that good, according to Nikki.
Does that translate? Well, if you take this bow and put the bow down, are you able to play the bass like a guitar?
Oh no, the bass is so huge. It's very difficult to put it on your lap and play it like a guitar because it's like another human being. It's
Right.
heavy and it's kind
It's
of
pretty tall.
Yeah, I know like those standing basses like the old fashioned jazz musicians used to play.
Yeah, exactly. Those
Right.
big babies.
So you wouldn't be able to play. You don't play guitar style like when you're holding it up, you're standing up, and you're doom 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 doom. That was a bad imitation. Because
Yeah,
so yeah, that's always something I was curious about.
yeah, standing upright bass, yes. But then like like a guitar when it's held like this,
Right.
it's a little too big to do with the double bass because it's pretty huge.
Gotcha.
Now Philip is saying 4, 5, or 6 string bass. Now the bass, she says 4 because in the orchestra it's always a 4-string bass. It's not like a bass that we play a guitar
bass. That's why I asked, because a lot of people see that here we were bass, they think guitar, and
Right.
they think the string instrument that you blow. But now that we got that clarified, we're going to talk to you about one of the great things about you and your business operation is you have mastered the art of emailing. And Laquita Marie, I read them when it comes to us as far as our children. I read them and I do see the information is always very clear. There's little room for questions, but there are also some features that Laquita Marie notices visually that makes your emails very effective.
So I know that Bravo with Sheila, Ladies Let's Chat, is listening. So we're going to talk about the art of email. Did you take a class? Because I noticed, I'm serious.
Yeah,
you have all the details. You give the reminders. You use your calendar to help you remember when to send out reminders, or how does this work?
Well, I feel as though email is really important, and it's a great foundation of when you're getting ready to have a big event. You can have all the information and highlight the key information so that as we get closer.
Oh, wait, Miss Scott, hold on. Y'all, we've been putting in the wrong, some kind of way. Your Cash App, I don't think I put the right one because it's Strings Lady. And when I go to Cash App and go to that link, it comes up as just Jennifer Scott. And I sent $1 to that person and it said they'll get this when you receive it. So y'all let's ignore that one. Let's remove those, Gail. Let's fix it. Because it should be Strings Lady. And I put your name in, Jennifer Scott, but when we put the link in, so we'll fix it. We'll fix it because it should be Strings Lady. All right, back to email.
Yes. So it's a great way for parents, students to go back and look at the key dates and information that's going to help them be ready for the upcoming event. So it's almost like a mini, think of it like a handbook. If you're questioning okay, what does my child need to bring? What do they need to dress? They can go back and find that little area and be like, oh, that's what they need. So it means less questions on you, as you approach and you're doing all these things to get this event ready. They have all the information, and then you can use your Remind app or send little other reminders to families, and then they're good to go.
Now, what tips do you have to give to people when they have to communicate with long form emails? What tips do you have to make things stand out and pop, or to make sure that the information is detailed but concise? Because you're great at it.
Bullets are the best. Try to stay away from paragraphs because people don't read those. Try to have a heading and then just straight direct facts with dates and times and specifics, only the important information, and keep it brief, informative but brief. And then I think that way you'll have less people coming back to you and asking you lots of questions because you didn't cover it.
Because email has become a lost form in an art form, I say, because so many people are used to text messages. Seeing text messages, they often send emails the same way they send text. And it's when I say that, it's they'll have a lot of abbreviations like LOL and SMH and things of that nature they're typing in there. They'll do very brief sentences without a lot of detail, which causes a lot of back and forth communication. Like I said, that's one thing that we never experienced with the emails that you sent. It's just a matter of finding them and just saying, hey, what did that email say? And you just do a quick search, boom, and then we find the information that we need. So you have not lost the art form of emailing. You're an email ninja.
Yes. Now I did correct the Cash App. She's over there doing the movements, ninja moves. I did correct the Cash App. I put in Strings Lady. I opened it up. It went to I saw your icon that I'm used to seeing. So we did put that in there. And y'all, the reason why we're saying that is because if you send her a Cash App today, and we'll make sure it's in the video description, but if you send her a Cash App today, that means, and it could be $1, it could be $3. That's going to help fund my music staff. Because the way that she's running the harp classes, the private lessons, the summer camp with recitals with additional instructors, this used to be 10 students, 13 students, 17 students. Now it's 34 students at a time. So she's managing the parents, the adults. This particular thing will help my music staff with student management. It has a calendar built in. So this is something that if you're an educator, you don't have to be a music educator, any educator, you can definitely use this tool as a full-fledged website. Some of us are good with what she's saying. Just send out emails, put your Cash App or your PayPal as a payment form if that's the way you want to run it. With this, she has a learning management tool, and this is going to help her marketing and business because it's a full-fledged website. So that's one of the goals that she's looking at today, but it does cost money, and it does cost extra money for extra users. So far, the Love and Live show is saying, this is great info today, Jennifer. Gail at Night, thank you for adding the updated the updated Cash App. And if we can delete the others so that on the replay, I guess that'll help people to not click the wrong one. If they say, oh, I like Jennifer, she cute in the waist, she thick in the, wait, I said it wrong. Cute, thick in the waist, cute in the face, thick in the waist. Anyway, forget that.
Thicker than a Snickers.
Thicker than a Snickers. That's all we're going to say. Even though she can't play the violin today, y'all just know another website, because we're talking about apps and tools, is buymeacoffee.com. It does have payment systems in it, but it does not have what you need, which is a way to communicate back and forth or scheduling. It doesn't have that calendar feature. So
And all having these systems is all about having a professional, polished look. And it can be from whether you're doing the way we think about it is, okay, who you want managing your yard care if you have a house? The guy that's pulling a rusty push mower and a rake behind a bike, or do you want the guys that got the nice shiny Dodge Ram that's pulling up with the nice shiny John Deere tractor on the back with his tools on the trailer? And when it comes to a barber, do you just want the guy that's riding around, with it, walking them down the street with a backpack full of clippers, or do you want somebody that's actually got a sign on their car that says, I'm, John Doe's mobile barber service? And even if you don't have a web presence or website, there are these platforms like My Music Staff or the different apps that are out there that you can tap into to give yourself a digital presence, to make yourself have that polished look that people are looking for. And that's what Miss Scott is. She's pulling all this together into one spot with My Music Staff. So definitely, systems are all about time management. You have to get your time back. This is going to allow her to service students better and to actually go out and be able to recruit more students, because then she doesn't have to worry about managing parents like Laquita.
You know what? And so here's the thing. I will say that, yes, you do have to manage parents like us. I put the wrong banner on there. I was supposed to say something else about you. I put her Cash App on there. It ain't even supposed to be right there. Let's talk about, we're heading into the last part of our hour. We talked about tapping into these apps. That's what I wanted to show, because you have to manage parents like me. I have 3 children. So when you call me, you know that you're calling for 3 people. But with these apps, in order for you to say, okay, I just need to be able to contact everyone at once. How does that work with your time? How does that give you back your time? Are you spending a lot of time currently on these sorts of things? What's happening?
Like those group emails, you just put everybody's email. And the great thing about that Microsoft Excel, Google Sheet, once everybody has filled that out, all you do is highlight that column and you copy and paste and you put it in there, and then you send it out, and it doesn't take long at all. So that's pretty easy. And then the Remind app, of course, is a great way to send reminders, and for parents to sign up for that, all they need is a phone number or email. So it's a quick way to get in touch with everybody. And sometimes some people miss emails or they miss the text, and you have to reach out and call. For the most part, everybody pretty much responds because they don't want to miss out. So.
Right. So this is a good thing because Rambo is listening. He's another gardener, right? Right. And I finally have your Cash App scrolling across the bottom. And guess what else? Bravo with Sheila, ladies, let's chat. She says she just sewed into your Cash App.
Aww,
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bless you. Thank you.
Because the thing is with this, we got K Business Podcast. He's
K Business, another man. They're recruiting out there.
Yes, another Nigerian. Woohoo! So the thing is, Kay has 3 children. So Kay knows that, okay, I got a business, I have 3 children, I have a wife. In order for me to tap into these apps so that I can save my time, I need a system. And so like you're saying, we can use, you know what? No, I'm not posting your Cash App. He says, post my Cash App as well. No, K Business. Okay. That's a businessman for you though. He leaves no stone unturned when it comes to how can we make money? How can we work smarter, not harder? Which is what you're talking about when you're saying, okay, let's use this particular feature of my music staff. So this kind of relates back to K Business Podcast, because again, this is an educator's platform. Kay's main business, he's his own business. He's a trainer. He does business training. So if you have a business, let's say for you, Miss Scott, you need to train the other teachers that you're bringing on board. And you're like, okay, they know how to use the calendar in my site. They know how to use the invoicing system, but I just need them to know general business practices. That's what K Business Podcast does. He comes into your company and he trains your staff. That's what he does. So, yeah. And he has an amazing rate that he charges. He has amazing results. He's got a full-fledged website up. He's doing the same thing, saying, let me level up. He's trying to do better than you. Or he might be doing better than you. Y'all might be equal. I don't know.
I don't know about K's training skills, because he has yet to train his wife to make me some more on demand.
Corey just wants the moi. It's a dish it's labor intensive, and it's a labor. So when you make this for someone,
you love that person.
Yes, so you ain't gonna make it just for anybody.
What's it called? Moi moi?
MOI. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it's a unique thing, and it's good. It's really delicious. We've had it quite a few different ways, and every way is always delicious. So we're winding down. We're at the top of the hour. This is a 1 hour talk show. So you all put in your final hashtag, which is hashtag strings lady. Since we finally got it straight, put in hashtag strings lady.
Why don't we change it to cash tag strings lady?
Nah. Yeah, just do strings lady. Hashtag strings lady, because then I'll be confused. Because you play all the instruments in the orchestra. That's the only way to teach orchestra is to know how to play them all. Anything that you want to add, any other tips or any questions, because Black girls getting their shifts together says, wait, I had to get off and call and came back to congrats. Did I win something? Absolutely.
Yeah, you won the first place pony earlier.
Yes, you won the first place pony.
So we dropped the link to your channel.
Yep. So everybody can go subscribe to you. Yes. So thank you for putting in Bravo with Sheila, ladies, let's chat. Philip, Audrey's living life. I'm sorry, Kay. It sounds like I said streams. And he's talking about, I'm not training my wife to serve you, Corey. She only serves me.
That's right. You train her to serve you to serve me.
You know what?
You tell her to make more and more for you, then you slide some to me.
Oh, okay. So don't tell her.
Yeah, see, you got to know how to run the game, Kate.
You got it. So Jennifer, last thing I want to ask, because Mary Madipoju is back from her premiere. So and she's a business lady. We're all trying to figure out how we run these apps, how we get our time back, so that if we don't use a full-fledged app, what systems can we use? Any tips that you want to leave us on email, on managing people, on putting systems together? Because I did ask you about the calendar. How do you use your calendar? Do you use it very much? I don't know.
Yes, I would be lost without my calendar. So I use the Outlook calendar, which sends you reminders. And I also have I'm old school. I use a big, cute calendar front, it's called the Happy Calendar, and it's just great. It's large, so you can write all the things in. It helps me remember when I write it, and I put it in my phone. So lots of reminders to help me stay organized. But my last tip is just, don't be afraid to try new things. Like that music, my music staff, it looks fantastic. And if it doesn't work, try something different, but be courageous and try something new, and it might work for you. It has some great benefits.
Nice.
And like I said, this My Music staff does it all, from scheduling to invoicing to being able to upload lessons, to communicating, to providing portal access to parents or clients. So it's a very robust system. So it's not just for music education,
for educators in general.
So check it out.
Online payments, all of those things.
And if My Music staff is not something that's for you, there are other platforms out there that we can introduce you to in later episodes, like Homebase.
Yeah, y'all know we are definitely looking to help you all level up your health, your business, and your wealth. Hopefully we've done that today with some of the apps and tools that we've talked about. Look at Black girls getting their shift together. She had to get her acceptance speech in there. What? Hey, thanks, I won. Y'all click my link and let's get our shift together. And speaking of which, y'all know she does have a Buy Me a Coffee page as well. So Jennifer, just in case you're not familiar with Buy Me a Coffee, that's the reason why Gail at Night keeps dropping into the link, start your coffee page, because for a lot of creators, it's a way to offer virtual services. You can communicate because you can send out emails and posts. And with the tips that you've given us about email, this is great. Because that means if we send an email, we know to use bullets. Don't write paragraphs. Bold, highlight things in bold. And so put things in categories. Repeat information. You've told us all of that. So that way, whatever platform we're using, even if it's just email, we can do our best with it.
Absolutely. That
sounds right.
Ready for this second drawing?
Oh, yeah. Y'all, if you have not put in hashtag strings lady, better make like Cage Business Podcast, because whoever wins today
gets to name Jennifer's violin.
Ooh, there it is. Now, last time you were here, the giveaway was a violin lesson, and someone in Nigeria won. So you've been teaching people across the globe. You gave the virtual lessons to the person in Nigeria. It worked out. We heard back from them. And so today, though, whoever wins gets to name the violin. So let's go for it. What are you going to say? What's she going to say?
I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and just you going to say... No, that doesn't work. I'll say strings on fire, but that's hearts on fire. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and she gonna say strings lady in the house.
Oh, I like it.
All right, here we go. 3,
Hold on, wait, because Dime with Sonia is here. Hurry up, girl. You might be able to win. You might be able to put in hashtag strings lady Dime with Sonia. You might be able to win because her channel is monetized now. She's over in Namibia. Just so that you know, Jennifer, if Dime with Sonia wins, you'll have somebody from Namibia that named your violin. So just think about that. Yeah. You know what? No, Philip, can Jennifer play Is She Is or Is She Ain't My Baby?
That's the song I was thinking about. I was about plucking that bass. Is you ain't my baby.
Oh, hey, Triple B's Farms. You know what to do. Put in hashtag strings lady. We're about to do the giveaway. Good to have you here, String Bees Farm. Triple B's. Lord knows. Triple B's Farms. Let's go for it.
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, and 1.
String lady in the house.
All right, let's go for it. Dime Sonia, Bravo Sheila, Melissa Jane, K Business Podcast, Audrey's Living Life, Melissa Jane, Philip Waldo Jr., Audrey's Living Life, Melissa Jane, Dine with Sonia! Wow! Dine with Sonia, give us a name for her violin. Oh my goodness.
Where's David? Rig alert, rig alert, rig alert, rig alert.
Whoa.
I'm just going to talk the lady into a win.
Listen, we got to speak it into existence because, look, CK is like, what? He sounds like you. And look, even Dime with Sonia, what? K Business Podcast is saying congrats. Dine with Sonia, congratulations from Black girls getting their shift together. While we ask Miss Scott this last question, Dine with Sonia, and Melissa Jane congratulates her, we want you, Miss Scott, to answer this question. Oh, wait, now, Dine with Sonia, think of a name for the violin and type it in.
Miss Scott, what fruits, vegetables, or whole grains have you eaten or do you plan to eat today?
I'm going to have some bananas and some tangerines.
Oh, you got a plan. Okay.
I do.
So y'all, look, Melissa, it was so close. You were almost there, but Diamond Sonia says thank you, and she's laughing at David. Okay, I don't know what David Hunt might say. Rigged is a perfect name. He's trying to name the violin Rigged.
No, we're not calling it rigged.
Sonia, give us a name for the violin. It can be in any language because that'll be fun. Oh, she says the name can be Softy. Oh, yeah, Softy.
Okay.
You like it. I like it.
That's a sweet name. Diamond Sonia is so sweet. Yeah, K Business is just throwing shade. So close is not winning, Melissa Jane.
Dang.
Anything you want to say before we say goodbye for now? This has been another wonderful time having you here.
Thank you so much for having me here. I always have a great time. Thank you guys. And thank you, everyone.
Yes.
And don't forget, cash tag.
Strings Lady.
Strings Lady, thank you. Hashtag Strings Lady, because Miss Scott's doing a lot of great work out there with the youth and seniors alike. So definitely hashtag Strings Lady.
Yes, we told y'all she's been working hard with the kids, with other adults, organizing summer camps, harps classes, other instructors, other adult instructors, junior leaders. So there's so many different things that are happening thanks to Miss Jennifer Scott. So this way she can, use a platform that's a full-fledged, more robust situation. So of course, everybody's happy. Melissa, Jane, and Kay are laughing at each other.
All right, I got to ask Miss Scott. It's an inside joke, and you'll get it if you're a musician. Miss Scott.
Philip is not giving us his like anymore. He's switching it over. Go ahead.
Miss Scott, how's your G string?
It's pretty good.
Everybody's probably like, what?
You know what? This is a daytime show, so yes.
Orchestra
joke. We'll see you soon, okay?
Right, hang tight. We'll talk
Bye,
to you.
guys. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Philip says, thanks for sharing today, Jennifer. This has been a great show. We hope you learned something.
And now it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
It's a sweet treat getting you to eat fruits and vegetables at every meal. Here's a wonderful dessert.
Easy 3-step chocolate pudding. Step 1, gather ingredients.
Avocados, cacao powder, salt, coconut cream, and table syrup. Do the same thing with this one. Avocado helps weight loss, reduces blood sugar spikes, and is strongly linked to lower risk of many diseases. It's also high in a heart-healthy fatty acid. Using table syrup because I did not have the agave nectar. Cooking with Greens brand, the pink Himalayan salt. This salt contains iodine. Iodine helps generate body heat, and not having enough iodine may make it difficult to learn and remember and might prevent hair follicles from regenerating. 3/4 of a cup of our cacao. Cacao powder has more calcium than cow's milk, densely packed with iron, magnesium, and antioxidants, and can help with stress, depression, blood pressure, and asthma. I'm going to add my heavy cream, coconut cream. Coconut cream is packed with the antioxidants vitamin C and E. Vitamin C encourages tissue growth and repair, and vitamin E protects healthy tissues from free radical damage or cancer cells. Drizzle in our coconut cream. Let's try it. I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg relieves pain, calms indigestion, helps cognitive function, and reduces insomnia. It's used in toothpaste and helps oral conditions.
I really like the pudding. It was sweet, creamy, even without the whipped cream.
I really love this pudding. I like chocolate, and this had a really deep chocolate flavor, and it was nice and creamy and smooth, and it was better than any store-bought pudding you could ever get.
All right. Y'all know what to do. You can find the plant-based playlist. Thanks so much, Gail at Night, for dropping that link.
Well, guys, we have successfully counted you down to the weekend. Anything our viewers out there in the home team are signing off with?
Yes, absolutely. We did enjoy our musician today, Miss Scott, and the G-string joke. If you didn't see it, rewind. But K Business says, I wear G-strings. And G Albert, hashtag G-string. Don't do that.
The G Albert string.
And Diamond Sonia says, bye, Softy. Oh, that's so sweet. She was able to name the violin. How do we say goodbye, Corey? We have gotten everybody to the weekend today. So they know what to do. Y'all get your fruits and vegetables in at every meal. That particular recipe is already in the playlist.
That does it for this episode of The Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live. We're gonna say goodbye the way K Business Podcast wife would say goodbye when he says, "Girl, get in the kitchen and make me some more and more." She says, "Deuces."